Hello Capricorn, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Capricorn for the week of December 27th. Now Capricorn, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate. Drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Capricorn, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, that's not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind, and please do not get scammed. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if you want to get to know me a little bit more, you can check out my Instagram and give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's see what we have here for you, Capricorn. Now, just a small percentage of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. And so if you watch my videos regularly and you have not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. It helps my channel grow in a big way. Same is true if this is your first time watching my content. And a very happy Capricorn season to you, Capricorn. I hope it is amazing. So let's see what we have here for you. All right. Make sure everything's in view. Looks good enough to me. Let's see what we have on the bottom. You have the Page of Swords. So this can be a card of news or delays in your life. It can talk about something just not as going as quickly as you had hoped, or maybe like a fork in the road, or like a potentially schedule change or something like that. I'm not feeling like it's catastrophic, although you do have this Ten of Swords in the middle, so that's definitely there. But I'm actually getting this energy here with this Page of Swords of somebody annoying you. The Page of Swords can represent an annoying person, okay? The reason being, it's this like, you know, like when I get the Page of Swords, I get this energy of like the know-it-all child. You know what I'm talking about? Like the brainiac kid, the know-it-all that just always has something to say and doesn't really bite their tongue. That's kind of this energy here of the Page of Swords, but they might be an adult because those adults exist, right? And so some of you may be dealing with a very challenging type of individual that just feels like they need to interject their knowledge or their thoughts into a situation. That could certainly be the case. I actually feel like that might be the case here with that Page of Swords on the bottom. So let's go ahead and put that here right away. But in the middle, you have the Ten of Swords. So this is a card of endings, okay? I don't love to make my readings negative. It's just the way I am. So the way that I like to talk about this Ten of Swords is this represents an opportunity to release yourself from what is no longer serving you. Okay, this is really saying that it's time to be out with the old and in with the new. It also says that the worst is behind you, Capricorn. And so if you've dealt with disappointing news or a challenging situation or a challenging person, that situation could be ending here in this week. It does say that there's an element of finality associated. There's an element of finality associated with this Ten of Swords, meaning it's completely done. And so it's more about chapters ending and new chapters beginning when you get the Ten of Swords, at least for me. I also do feel like the worst is behind you because in the past year, you have the Death card, the Magician, and the Knight of Pentacles. So there's a slow moving situation here that's been going on for you, Capricorn, and that's about to change. Okay, you have this Death card, which, again, this is like the most misunderstood card in the tarot. The Death card never really implies death. It's metaphorical death. It's the death of the old you. It's the end of the old you, and it's the beginning of the new you. Okay, it's transformations in your life. It does say that something has changed in the past. Remember, this is in the past. So I do feel like if this was a challenging ending, or this was a challenging change, remember, change is tough. Change is hard, but it ultimately is good in most cases. And so I do feel like whatever change has happened, I do feel like the worst is behind you here with the Death card in the past, the Ten of Swords here. But there's this slow moving situation, And the Death card, like I keep saying, it's the winds of change. It's something moving, something going, something transforming. And whatever has been slow in moving with the delays of the Page of Swords, and now we have this Knight of Pentacles, which indicates slow and steady, winning the race, that's going to change. Something's moving quickly here, at least I feel energetically, okay? The Knight of Pentacles can represent arrivals of events, something you've waited a long time for. Here it is. It may take a different shape than you thought, but here it is, Capricorn. You also have this Magician card, which is a major card of manifestation. This card says that you have all the tools in the palm of your hand, as you see here, okay? And it says that you can take these tools to manifest whatever it is that you want in your life, and you can turn them into something good. It's all about alchemy, all about alchemy. It also says that you don't necessarily need to go buy anything because everything's there in the palm of your hands, or the tools are on the table to be able to manifest whatever it is that you want, to create your dream life, to communicate in effective ways. The Magician is associated with Mercury. Mercury is the planet of movement, which we talked about how there's this movement energy, and it's also the planet of communication, right? The Magician also, this is very interesting, is a card that's telling you to take action. In the downside or the shadow of the Magician, it can say that there's maybe a little bit of issues with laziness or not moving. I don't think that's you, but what I do feel like this is talking about more, because the Knight of Pentacles is literally not lazy at all. It's somebody who's a hard worker. I feel like for you, you're taking positive action here and you're moving forward. So let's move forward. In the current situation, you have the Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. So again, this Knight of Pentacles, either this Knight of Pentacles or this King of Pentacles here can be you represented, Capricorn, in this reading. But this King of Pentacles is really nice because this is somebody who's achieved a high status in their career. They're typically quite well-to-do, wealthy, able to buy nice things, have luxurious things, because they've achieved a high status by sticking to their routines. All right, King of Pentacles will put in the work. And, for you, I see that here with the Knight of Pentacles and the King. And now there's this action call, or this call to action here with the Magician and the Death card, pushing you forward towards a new beginning in your life. But at the same time, don't let go of the routines that have been healthy for you. You have this ending here in the middle. You now also have this Queen of Swords, which is very interesting. We have this Page of Swords as well. Queen of Swords is somebody who... they will not hold back any punches, okay? The Queen of Swords will tell you exactly what they feel, and they will cut to the chase, and they will get right down to it, and they're not afraid to hurt somebody or say hurtful words. And that's not always the case. That's not every Queen of Swords, but in this case, I'm getting that energy here. It's also somebody who cuts to the chase and gets to action, cuts through whatever's not serving them, and there's this energy of you maybe needing to act at this time that I keep feeling here with this in so many different ways for me to say that I'm getting here in this reading. So moving forward in the future, you have the Three of Pentacles, the Justice card, and the High Priestess. So this Three of Pentacles is an incredibly good card. It's a card of reward and recognition. You can see that there's an anvil in the background indicating that this person's a builder. Same here with the mallets on their belts. They're holding up work that they're proud of, that they want to show off. There are other creations here hanging up on the ceiling above them. And so it talks about being recognized for something that you're able to do, maybe with an artist's touch that other people can't do, or with an element of talent or skill that other people can't do. You also have this Justice card, which is a card of Libra, but it's also the karmic scales balancing out and tipping in your favor. It says that the choices you made up to this point are rendering out in real time. And it says that you truly will get the outcome you deserve here. So along with that, you have the High Priestess, which is somebody who is desirable, potentially. The High Priestess can also represent hidden knowledge coming to the surface or secrets coming out. It's also the biggest card of intuition, very spiritual card, going deep in the depths here of the water, finding knowledge that may not be obvious. And so for you, I get the sense, especially if you're looking for a job, you're desirable as an employee at this time. So do keep that in mind with the Three of Pentacles as well. But let's see what we get here. I'll be interested to see how we clarify. Now, if you're enjoying this, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not already. Drop a comment to let me know what you think. Maybe share this video with a friend. Also, really appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me, and check out my website. There's a link to that in the description below. You can sign up for my email list. So, all right, we have Archangel Michael, trusting heaven. You are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. So I view angels as a frequency when I read. You don't have to be religious. I'm not particularly religious myself. And so this is just about the energy of protection from your guides in whatever form that may be. Archangel Michael is this protective energy. So you have also the Shekinah, sacred self. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. And you also have Green Terra, supreme protection. You are protected, cords are being cut, move beyond limitation, and trust. So I like this Unleash Your Gift card. I like the energy of protection. You have dual protection here with Green Terra and the Archangel Michael, which is really big for you. And so I feel like you are protected and provided for as you share your gift here. With the Shekinah, but also with the Three of Pentacles. You have something important to share, okay? That's what I feel, and you should feel like protected as you do that. You should feel like you should be able to do that. You have opportunity. I can't tell you how to feel, I can't tell you what to do, but that's what the cards are saying. And then you have reconsider and in the near future. So definitely, like I said, there's this energy of desirability with opportunity. Some of you may be looking to, I don't feel like you're losing a job. I feel like you're maybe looking to hop between jobs. Like you may be dusting off that resume and like applying for jobs while you're keeping your current job. You have an opportunity here with the High Priestess, opportunity, justice, and Three of Pentacles, because you have extreme skills or talents or gifts or abilities. So especially with the Magician's a high skill card for me as well. So yeah, let's see what we get here. You have Four of Pentacles, the High Priest, or excuse me, the Hanged Man. It's the High Priest is on my mind, and the Nine of Cups. So this Four of Pentacles here, you know, you may be focused on holding on a little bit too tightly. You see this person's hanging onto their pentacles. They're touching each one of these pentacles, indicating they're afraid that they will lose them. And that is a form of scarcity, okay? The Four of Pentacles person thinks that there will never be more opportunities, and that could not be further from the case, especially as you have this opportunity card. The universe is an infinitely abundant place, and there are always opportunities, especially with somebody who has this level of skill and talent, Capricorn. So do keep that in mind. You have the Hanged Man here, which is time to let go. The Four of Pentacles, they're not letting go of that pentacle, as you see here. And the Hanged Man is not letting go of this post that they're hanging from, right? In fact, they would rather stay comfortable where they are, but comfort doesn't always lead to growth. And in fact, what the Hanged Man needs is the Death card, because the Hanged Man number 12, the Death card number 13. The Hanged Man needs to embrace change and transformation in their life so that they can start going new places and growing and leveling up. The Nine of Cups with the Knight of Pentacles here, that's the fulfillment of your dream or wishes. It's taken a long time, okay? So this is now becoming clear. This is not about disappointing news. This is about something that has taken a long time to grow for you. Okay, so you have the Five of Swords, you have the Eight of Swords, and the Temperance card. So there's something with the Swords suit here, the element of air. Maybe they have air-like qualities that you're dealing with, but you're dealing with somebody here with this Page of Swords, Queen of Swords, and now we have the Five and the Eight of Swords. That is, I would say, annoying you, like just challenging you in some ways. And this is about to turn around. I do need to point something out. We have number 12, 13, 14, the Hanged Man, the Death card, which is under here, and now the Temperance card. This is a progression of events leading to a major turnaround for you. That couldn't be better. I love to see that. This is definitely a nice combination to get now that we see the other cards here. So you're healing a situation, you're returning to balance, returning to moderation, alchemizing. You have another card of alchemy here and healing with the Magician and the Temperance is major alchemy in your life. What dream do you want to have come true here, Capricorn? Because it can be yours. You, with that Eight of Swords in the middle, you know, there's an ending that was probably for the best, but it's still leaving you like stuck in your mind a little bit here. Somebody is still in your mind, and I do get the sense that you have an opportunity to drop your swords here with the 5 of Swords and let go of that. So let's see what else we get. Wow, okay, so we have the 9 of Swords, we have the Lovers, and the Empress. So number 2, High Priestess, into number 3, the Empress. Things are progressing in your life, okay? Expect a quick increase in the pace of events here, because remember, we've talked about how something hasn't been going quickly. Well, that's, like I said, with all of this progression energy, that's about to change. It's also something I just intuitively feel as I'm reading this spread here for you. You are extremely desirable to people, not just in work, but probably in love as well, especially if you're like looking for love. I think this is more about work, but with the Empress, you know, this is telling you that you are extremely abundant, and there could be an abundance of opportunity for you. I do feel pretty strongly about that. The Lovers is a card of needing to make an important choice in your life. It can also talk about, it's also a Gemini. We've been talking about how there's this air energy here, but you know, there's something important that you have to make in your life. It's some important choice that you have to make, right? And it could be in love, but I get the sense that for some of you, it's around career opportunities. This is keeping you up pretty late at night here, okay? Like you're stressing about this, but it's almost like, I almost want to say like, are you crying over spilt milk here? Because with all of that, you have reward underneath with the 3 of Pentacles. It's almost like in your mind, you may feel like people are viewing you differently than they actually do. Do you see, Capricorn? That's the energy that I'm getting here. So let's see what else we have. Let's pull some additional messages here. All right. See what the Kipper has for us. You have gift, yeah, occupation, wow, main male, community, imprisonment, and Lovers. Okay, maybe it is a choice in love for some of you. I think for maybe a smaller percentage, but some of you have an important choice to make in love. But you know, the imprisonment card, I read like the 8 of Swords. I don't read it as actual jail or imprisonment. I read it as you being trapped in a scenario. And it's because of this ending. It's like you're still thinking about something that ended here, and that's that you're like in the imprisonment of your mind right now. Gift, occupation here. Okay, so you are extremely gifted. You're extremely talented. You have so many things to share with people and so many different things to show people in your occupation, and I get the sense that some of you, many of you, will have the ability to do this here in the future. That may be at a new place, or it may be just like rising up the ranks in your current place. But thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already. Drop a comment to let me know what you think. Maybe share this video with a friend. Also, check out my website, zanintuitive.com. I'll see you in the next one.